Hello. Do a little sound check here. If you can hear me, type something in the chat. Gonna give it a minute. How's everybody doing? Let's see here. There we go. How's everybody doing? There's that sound. All right. Hello, hello. I'm going to give it a minute for the algorithms to carry the live out. How's everybody doing this evening? Drop me a note in the chat if you're here. Say hello or drop your question in. Anna's here. Hello, Anna. Welcome. Welcome. I know you have an important question tonight. Tonight, I can bring one or more people live with me if you'd like to come on screen, but if you don't want to, that's okay too. And so you can just drop your question in the chat. But if you do want to come live, just put, I want to come live. So I know. Steven's here. Hello. I know he's willing to come live too. So, but go ahead and drop your questions in the chat and we'll get rolling. We'll get rolling with it pretty soon. How was everybody's day? How's the energies going for you? It was raining here all day long, and so the energy was kind of flat here where I live. Ashley, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. So Kimberly is normally with us. Unfortunately, she had a family emergency, so everyone who's interacted with Kimberly or might know her, just hold her in your heart for some good vibes. She would really appreciate that. She's normally a main fixture to the community. Okay, Anna's dropped her question in. And I know Steven's going to come live with me. So, Anna, I'm going to do you because I know you've had a loss here. So I apologize. We'll get your question answered. And then, Steven, I'll bring you live for a question. Anna says, one of my aunts has passed away on Friday night. I'm very sorry to hear that. I just wanted to make sure that she's okay. And is there anything that she would like me to know? Okay, let's go with the Wizard's Tarot here for your aunt, Anna, that you lost. Whoa. All right. And we're going to get an oracle card here. I'm going to pull it from the Shaman's Dream Oracle. What would Anna's aunt like her to know? If you've joined and you would like to ask a question and get a live mini reading, drop it in the chat. Whew. Okay, so Anna, your aunt is showing me a little bit of conflict around her passing. Now, I don't know if this has to do specifically with you. I really don't feel it. It could be to do maybe with relationships she had with other people, maybe something unresolved or something that didn't quite work out for her with this Five of Swords. It feels to me like some words went unspoken. I don't think it was to you. It may have been some relationship she had in her life. But I'm also getting the feeling that it's okay because she got this mindful, and I know the words are separated into mind and full, but I also get like a mindful way of thinking, and it says group think, and this is the number 40 card. And look at the beautiful colors in this. I feel like she is seeing colors and experiencing uh, the freedom of her soul in a way that's very vibrant, in a way that we would not maybe be able to relate to here in the 3D reality. There is an unlocking here. There's like a keyhole here, some sort of unlocking, a transcendence of time and of space here, Anna. And I love this rose that I'm seeing. I think this is her gift to you. There's also in the very background a lighthouse in the distance, and everything's well lit up. I don't know if she was a Cancer or had Cancerian energy, but she's kind of given me that vibe of like more of a nurturing vibe. And whatever didn't go unsaid, it feels like this is just an energy that she's working through. Now, as for her and is she okay? We've got the Ten of Cups here. Yes, she's okay. She's finding her way to a peaceful and better place. She's on her path there. I do feel like there's someone on the other side that she's meeting up with. There's a couple people back here, and her and a young child are walking toward the people there. And so I do think she's finding her way. We also have a beautiful fountain with a lotus flower. This is a feeling of emotional completion. So either she didn't get to say something to somebody that she wanted to, or somebody missed an opportunity to tell her something in the physical. But she is looking like she's in a really beautiful place here right now with her soul and with her vision. All right. So I'm going to pull one more card as a message for you. One final message from Anna's aunt. Keep dropping questions in, y'all. We'll get them done. All right. Anna's aunt, please. And her message to you, Anna, is you may be at a bit of an impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. So there may be something your energy is going to. Kind of feels like maybe you feel like your energy is going into something, but the reciprocal energy isn't coming back. Or it could just be something that you've kind of squirreled away. We have a little squirrel here and haven't thought about. I don't know if you're experiencing maybe a minor writer's block, because I know you've been writing. It may just be that you've got to pick one more thing back up or dig up that nut that you buried a while ago, like squirrels do. You know how they save them for later? There may be something you've missed, and she wants you to go back and pick that up and grab that. So that's kind of what I get from her. But it's looking like she's experiencing what her soul is meant to experience here. And I don't feel a sense of any big regret, just a little something that went unsaid with her. But it does, again, it doesn't feel like it's her and you, it's her and someone else she needed to communicate to. So maybe somebody will say something to you or about it, somebody in the family or somebody that says, I wish I would have told her. And maybe you could just encourage them that they can always still talk to her, even though she's not physically present. Okay, so y'all, I'm testing a new feature here. So I'm going to try to bring Stephen on because I know he has a question. And he said he's willing to come live. So let me see where this is. Maybe here. That's not it. Oh gosh, I gave myself a green screen, y'all. Woo! All right. That was kind of cool though, wasn't it? It was a little different. All right, that's interesting. Ah, is it this? Copy link. Woo, wait a minute. I'm coming. Give me a minute. So I'm testing this for YouTube. And sorry about that. I'm testing this for YouTube. Okay, so you're here. I'm trying to message it to you in Facebook Messenger. Once I've sent you the link, Stephen, where you can come live with me here in Facebook Messenger. So see if you can do that. I see we have Valentina here. Hello, Valentina. If you're here and you'd like to ask a question, drop it in the chat. Annie's here. Annie, hello. Oh, I missed you too. And I'm going to get to your question. Ashley's got a question. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, so I have sent you the link, Stephen, in Facebook Messenger. Let's see. Oh, there you are. Here we go. Now we get to test this and see what it's like to co-stream live. Hello. I can. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. I do not hear echoing. No. Here he is. And what's your baby's name? Locke. Locke. Can you see Locke on there? He's just kind of staring past the phone. He doesn't know what's going on. Oh, he's very cool. Thank you for sharing. Yes, everybody grab your familiars. Well, thank you for being willing to come live and ask your question tonight. I appreciate you helping me test this. So, yeah, this is a new feature that YouTube is going to do, y'all, that they're going to be able to set up this co-stream. I don't know how it's going to work in the long run, but now it's just a test time. So we get to test it out and give them feedback. So you get to ask me a question, Stephen. What would you like to ask this evening?
Myself, when am I going to know when I see it? The next, the next place I want to call home. I've been thinking forever of if I was going to move, where the hell am I going to go? Thinking about that forever.
Okay. I'm giggling already because, the cards state the obvious sometimes.
Don't they?
Do you have any places in mind so far?
Oh, I've got several places in mind, but that's mostly because I'm also interested in travel, but I don't want to not have a home base.
Okay. Okay, very interesting. Okay, so the card that stated the obvious is the Four of Wands. It's actually representing your desire to find the place to call home and feel stabilized and feel good about living there. Four of Wands is all about feeling good, feeling stable. The Minor Arcana card for the Emperor, the way I read, so that would be your Aries energy. I consider that to be a good sign for you. I do think you're going to have to poke around and look a bit, but the signal that you're going to get when you find the right place, and it may be just be doing some like Google Map stuff or something, is the Knight of Cups. And I kind of feel like I want to use the word zing, like you're going to get a zing in your heart about it. So it's not going to be necessarily a mental weighing out of the pros and cons of an area, but it's going to be like, my heart is calling me to go there. And then the actual ecosystem that I'm getting woods. And this is the Woodwife's card. This reminds me a lot of like the Ents and the Entwives in Tolkien's lore. This card when I get it. And it tells me that maybe there is some place that maybe you've either had your eye on or thought about, or it's crossed your mind, or it's crossed your heart before, where there's some, what I would say, more ancient feeling wooded area.
Yeah, that definitely has a lot to do with it. But it's not all that has to do with it, because part of me has a sense of ambition, and the woods is not a place for ambition.
That's true, right? That Aries energy. But the woods is a nice place for retreat and rejuvenation.
Yes.
All right, so let's look at this ambition really quick. I want to see if we can get something for that. is it possible it would be a place from which you could launch in different directions and travel? Because I'm kind of getting you having like a launching pad, but being able to kind of touch base back somewhere.
Well, it has a lot to do with being close to where I can make and play music, you see. Right? I've lived in the shadow of New York City forever. If I join a band, there's always some hole in the ground in some borough that you can go play to, and a bunch of drunk Mexicans with Slayer t-shirts will show up, and it'll be great. Right?
Slayer t-shirts.
Yeah. You get my point, right? Because that's like, I need to be in a place where I need to be where there's people, but I gotta be in the woods when I'm not around the people. It's
That's what it seems like.
that's kind of the bit.
Close enough where you can play music and be social and be around people, but also have your retreat.
Yeah.
Now the Phoenix comes up with transformation here. A fresh new way of living emerges. Are you considering possibly or contemplating possibly something more alternative, like, I don't know, like RV living, more of a mobile situation?
Uh I suppose it's not outside of the question. But I feel like no, I'm really talking about like a location where
And
there's a
is
basement.
this something you want established, like it's already built, or are you wanting to build it?
I want to build it. I want to build it.
Okay. I think that's what this card is about. It's just finding the spot that calls to your heart. But these two cards make me think of building or a builder's kind of thing. But I wanted to eliminate the possibility of the RV kind of a situation. Because at first I got location and then being able to travel to and from that location with ease. And that location being something that is a wooded area. And
Well,
it feels
you're not
like,
wrong though, because part of my thinking about how I do it is that I would own something like an RV, because I would live there on the property while I'm building the property until I got that all set.
yeah, that makes sense.
That would have been my grandiose imagination with a small, cheap RV.
There you go. Yep. And there are lots of options for that. It doesn't have to be one of those big, really fancy. Those are really, really pricey, but something that you could feel comfortable living in while you build.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a place. Yeah. It's like a mini apartment. That's all.
Yep. I got like old woods though, like old established woods with established trees and finding your spot there.
Right.
As far as directionally speaking, because you're in Northeast right now, right?
Yeah.
Is that an area that you feel bound to stay in?
No. No. I mean, I feel a little bound as just like my, it's let's just say it's one of my dragons, right? One of these
Yep.
big life obstacles that I have to slay, right? But no, because there isn't a tremendous amount that leaves me with that much wonder around here, and the only real appeal is living in the shadow of New York, which isn't as appealing as it used to be.
Right. I mean, I don't get a total no to the northeast area, but to a more highly populated area, it seems like getting further away from that. So that's what I get when your heart's going to call you further out, but close enough that you can still get in and interact with
Yeah.
people. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Thank you so much for coming live and testing this out. I'm going to pop on to some other questions here in the feed.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you should be able to hit a button that says leave,
Yeah.
and you might have to come back into the stream to hear it again. I'm not sure, but
Oh, yeah. 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 Thank you. It was a pleasure.
thank you.
Bye.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, and I saw Muniza, if you're still here, I saw you drop some messages and then erased them, but if you're still here, you can come on and ask a question. All right, so I've got Annie up next. Okay, so your question is on behalf of your mom, Annie. Can you guys still see me? Lobster Rock is here. Hello. Okay. I think you can still see me. It might have glitched for a second, but Annie, I'm answering your question next. All right. So your mom lives at Sunrise Senior Living. She is in the memory care, and you're sad after you visit her. She's 95 and she always wants to come home with you. You feel for her at this stage of her life. Okay. So let's just check in on your mom's energy. I know that could be extremely difficult when you go to visit someone you love, and they may or may not respond in the way, or you may just see that they're feeling sad or struggling. All right, so let's look at her energy and let's see if we can bring a little clarity and a little peace to you. Muniza, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. I will come down to your question too. I got Annie, Ashley, and Muniza for questions here. Okay, but right now we're in with Annie's mom. Okay, I'm going to get a card from the Wild Mystic Oracle here. This is animals. I think I'm feeling it for your mom there. Okay. There's Blaze making himself known. So there is this part of your mother, and I think this is the part that you're noticing the struggle. Okay. You said she's in memory care, and I feel that because of the issues with her memory, with her short-term memory, if I don't know if it's early or if it's late stage dementia or Alzheimer's, but I do get that vein of a disruption in the brain here. So what it's doing right now, what's happening with her is she seems very activated in certain areas of the brain, while other areas of the brain seem to be muted or turned off, and it's causing a little bit of stress, mistrust, even that she has. I don't know. I don't really get the sense that her care is being abused, but I get the sense that at times she's very confused and doesn't know what's going on and has the tendency to kind of shrink and be more cautious with this Nine of Wands here. I do see her, I do think you are correct. I do think she is close to transitioning. We do get the Temperance card here, and I think she's being called. This is Sagittarius energy. And this card would ask us to be patient, but also consistent with mom. Okay. She's preparing, and I feel like she's being prepared for from the other side. I know a couple of you are really dealing with mothers and family, aunts, the women in the family, the maternal lineages. I'm feeling it here for our audience. So may not be your all's direct question, but for some of you this is. And for her in particular, the way is being prepared. And this actually brings me a lot of peace, because I feel like not only is she preparing, she's being prepared for on the other side. There may be someone that comes to your mind that's already deceased that is going to greet her, but there's a timing. There's a timing issue here with it. There's a timing issue. And she's also given me the sense that I want to say no matter who is with her or not with her at the time of her passing, be okay with that because she is going to choose that. Some people choose to pass when they're alone. Some people, it's one person. Some people wait for certain people to be there. So we want you to be at peace. That's what I'm getting. Like, I'm getting like she's saying, please be at peace with however the passing happens. And if you're not there, don't beat yourself up about it, because I'm getting the sense that she very much is it's going to be a timing thing. It's going to be of her choosing, and she will exit when she's ready, and it will be just how she wants it. And the reason I'm kind of getting into that with her is this determination card here. This is Piscean energy. And this is the, I believe, representative of the psychic intuitive connection that you have with her, and she will very likely be in communication with you even if you are not physically with her when she passes. She's showing me a psychic connection and a bond here, okay, with this card. And we also get the sense of the full circle, the full cycle. She's very determined in a way to complete her life here. So we have a timing thing. I think the more that you do just to make the most of every visit that you have with her, to tell her anything you would like to tell her, to clear things, to just be present with her, bring her, play music for her, things she likes, bringing maybe some of those things around her. That's all that needs to be done here. Her actual exit will be of her choosing when she is ready. All right. Oh, bless her. 95. My goodness. I hope to make it. I hope to make it to 95. That's amazing. And I'll be thinking of you all. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for asking that question. All right. So I've got Ashley next and then Munisa. Okay, Ashley. Ashley Wood. Like a card for work or for your intuition, or maybe both. Let's see what comes up for you, Ashley. Why don't I do one card for work? We'll pull that one first. That kind of feels like it wants to come out first here. One card for Ashley's work and one for your intuition. Interesting. A kind of intuitive card came out for your work. So I wondered if there was going to be some overlap. This is so wild. Okay, Ashley. I don't know what prompted you to ask this in this way. This is so strange to me, but the card that you got for work is actually the card that I would say connects to your intuition, and the card that you got for your intuition, I would say actually connects to your work. It's wild, or actually would represent work. So let me get something in the middle here. Okay, so connecting to your work, you got the star. The star, this is wish fulfillment. This is your intuition setting forth your beautiful feelings of freedom and what you wish for out of a job or a career that you're working, right? And it does feel like things are on the up and up with whatever you're doing right now. It's just all up to you to decide whether that calls to your heart's desire or you're viewing it more as a stepping stone. I tend to say stepping stone because your intuition card is the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles tells me, hey, Ashley doesn't want to necessarily rush this process, okay? She wants to be strategic. She wants to make sure there's security and that things are more safe for her. I'm getting kind of a Taurus kind of feeling for you here with this Knight of Pentacles. That doesn't mean it has to be your sun sign. It could be in your chart somewhere, or it could be connected to your MC placement, which represents career. but this is coming up for your intuition. So you have this overlapping of intuition and work. And in the middle of this, I see a celebration here. I feel it's so important for you, whatever work environment you're in, to bring a sense of evolution, a sense of freedom, a sense of your own intuition, and that is allowed to be expressed in your work environment. You get a number 6 here, and this is from the Shaman's Dream Oracle. You got the cosmic womb, the divine feminine. So here, this would be making me feel like the Empress card in the tarot. This is the feminine energy that allows herself to receive, that allows herself to come into a place of celebration, of maybe even a cosmic marriage between the intuition and the wishes and the evolution of your career, of your job, of your work, but in a way that is safe and secure for you, so that you can feel like it's progressing in a way that will keep you and your family supported. Okay, now we can only do our best in a very tumultuous changing world here, right? But it really feels like you're holding those both in balance, and in the middle is this energy that says, Ashley, allow yourself to receive this. I feel like the universe has you in mind and knows, okay, this is what she wants and this is how she wants it. But there's this element here right in the middle of it's time for her to just be herself in her work environment, be able to be her authentic self in all the areas of her life, but specifically work, to be able to have her intuition recognized at work in some way, shape, or form, and then to just let her light attract in this process, whatever needs to change, whatever needs to evolve, whatever is going to contribute to you having more freedom in your job to align with your intuition is coming up here. So these energies are intermingled. And I got that feeling right when I read your question, because it was kind of like one or the other, but they're connected here, Ashley. So I think that's really freaking interesting, right? Very interesting. This is also Aquarius energy, and we're in the age of Aquarius. We've had Pluto move into Aquarius and move into some of the more fixed sign energies. So that may also be where this is a good time for you to achieve both of how you want to be, how you want to express at work, but also have the stability. Yes. So I hope that you said that's connected. So they are connected. Good, good. It's looking good. It's looking good. It's nice when you get this energy of the divine feminine, because that is a card that indicates, hey, the universe has got you, and you can sit back and allow yourself to receive. So you're the specifics of these manifestations that you've put out there are being heard. And when they bring in a 6 like that, that's a celebration, that's a success, that's something's going positively for you here. All right. Yes. Happy Easter to everyone who celebrates, or 420 to everyone who celebrates, in whatever way you celebrate, spring or today. Munisa, okay, I'm to you now, Munisa. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. We're going to pull a few cards here from the Instant Tarot Reader. One of my neighbors gifted me this deck. Munisa asked, I'm divorced. What or who is coming toward me and when? Okay. Hello, hello. I love your beautiful red rose picture. That tells me you're holding love in a high esteem, which I think is very beautiful. You're definitely manifesting love here. I can tell right off the bat. As for when, when can be an interesting question. Sometimes I get numbers and sometimes I don't, but let's see. Yeah, do I want this? No, I want this. We're going to go with the Sacred Traveler Oracle here. And then I'm also, since you're asking about who is coming towards you, I might also pull a little romance card to see where the energy's at. Oh, yeah. You have so much beautiful love to give, Munisa. so much beautiful love. It literally flows through you. I'm absolutely getting the chills, and I'm loving this card for you here. All right, so I want to say the one thing that needs to be cleared out for you is releasing your ex. So that's probably your ex partner. The time has come to clear your energy. So maybe you've already done some level of releasing, but maybe there's a little remnant of some of the ex's energy still with you, or you have to connect to them in some way. And so as much as you can just, here's the thing, there seems to be this, you have this beautiful like independence about you, and maybe the ex didn't like that, and so there were some hooks in there energetically from the ex, and maybe those hooks just need to be released. I don't get the sense that you are emotionally like, oh, I'm not over my ex. I don't get that sense. I get that this is more an energetic, like clearing, like these last bit of hooks has to be cleared out. There was something about you that your ex wasn't in a place to handle, and maybe they could not meet you on the level of love that you have to offer. So you're definitely manifesting someone new here with the Magician. I mean, I see love all in your energy. Very, very loving person, very, very, so much love to give. You also, though, have the Hierophant. The person that you're attracting in has to be able to form a healthy, interdependent relationship with you, because your own authority as a partner needs to be respected. That's what the Hierophant is all about. It's saying, my inner authority is important in relationships, and I will bring the love, and I will bring all the good stuff, and I'm going to make my partner feel so good, but they also have to respect my voice, my opinions, the way I think about things. And so that's the kind of partner you're manifesting. This summertime feels good for you. Summer into fall, someone might show up, so pay attention there. You've got voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. So it's coming. And I get the sense that at the end of summer, as summer changes into fall, from wherever your perspective is, that's upon that season change, that's when someone's going to cross your path that has the qualities that I've mentioned. So it's very important for you to just work in the meantime on clearing your energy. I feel like things are already coming in for you. It's already happening. And you just get to be in the loving energy that you are. You get to stand in your own authority. And if there's any areas of your life where you feel like you need to strengthen, that's what the Hierophant would encourage you to do. So if there's any places where you just feel a little weak, or you just feel a little emotional, just to work on strengthening that. And I think as you clear the X, that's naturally going to happen as well. And I'm sorry, divorces are such hard things to go through. Especially there may be an element of feeling misunderstood too, one or the both of you feeling misunderstood with each other, and sometimes that just happens. So I wish you the best, and I wish you all the love that I can see in your energy. I wish that comes back to you 1,000-fold. So thank you so much for hopping on the live and being willing to ask a question, and I welcome you, and I hope you enjoy the channel. We'd love to see you again. We love our Sunday nights. And just so everyone knows, I come live every other Sunday. So in 2 more weeks, I'll come live again and do more Q&A. All right, let's keep going. Let's see. I'm just making sure I don't miss anybody's questions. Okay, Annie did some clarifications for me. Yeah. Okay. Mystic Bond. Hello, Mystic Bond. Love it. I love y'all's handles and your pictures. Hi, I announced my long distance relationship engagement on social media today, and I received very little support from friends. Why? Really? Mystic bond, really? Like, that's interesting. Okay, so this, you said long distance relationship, and I'm curious. Hi, Tina. Tina's here. Hello, hello, welcome. Feel free to drop a question if you have one. We still have plenty of time, y'all. If anybody else wants to come on live, we can test it. I did get my test in with Steven, and I thank him for popping on. But if anybody else wants to come on the screen, okay, Muniz said the ex was very abusive. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, I felt that. I felt the codependency from them, from his side. Oh, okay. Yeah, Mystic Bond, when I first read your question, I got a sense of jealousy. And now you're saying he's a public person. I do get a little bit of sense of like jealousy, and maybe some people that you're connected to, some of your friends, are so afraid of like what they don't understand, or afraid of the unknown. Like, there seems to be someone else in particular that just cannot wrap their mind around it. And so they're missing the point. They're like overthinking about your relationship with the person and the dynamic, instead of just trusting you. That's very interesting. And trusting you to make the right decisions for yourself. So some of your friends are in a place, excuse me, yeah, there's a lot of energy coming up. Anytime I start burping and like I feel it coming up, it's just like kind of icky energy. Some of your friends have an opportunity to heal themselves. And so they're only able to relate to you and your situation from the perspective of how much they've healed their own relationship to themselves. So that's where, jealousy can come in, because that's a lower vibrational kind of energy, the competition, the jealousy, or kind of like on the lighter end of it, where some people just want to kind of be voyeuristic and just kind of, oh, I'm going to watch this, but I'm not going to comment. I'm not going to support, but I'm going to watch, like it's almost like it's a drama or something, like some reality TV or something. So some people are in that place where they just have some things to heal before they can step up and be a supportive friend. And that's where you'll have to ask yourself, are those the kind of people that I want to keep in my life with this world card? Or is it time for me to maybe move on and make new friends and have a new environment? It does seem like you might be ending a cycle with certain people. There may be a certain friend also here, Mystic Bond, that may feel protective of you. We have the koala kind of like, and it's kind of like that energy of maybe they're protective of you, but they also maybe think they know better than you when it comes to your own situation. So they could be a little bit overbearing, almost like you're not a child, they don't need to, and they may come from a good place, bless their heart. They might come from a good place of like wanting to protect you, but that may come, you may kind of butt heads with them because of that. Like they just have this energy of like protection. And perhaps that person who's more protective feels you going through this change. But then there's this other energy or group of energies that they just need to do more healing on themselves to be able to understand where you're at with this relationship and trusting yourself with it. So I do feel like the protect card could also come up to give you the message of, hey, Mystic Bond, protect yourself from these energies, protect your own self from overthinking about who responded, what they said, who didn't respond, what they said, because it really is your own freedom and your happiness, and you passing through this portal and this engagement, a time that's supposed to be celebrated and enjoyed. Like that's what it's about. right? So if there's people around you that are kind of stuck in old patterns, or their own life experiences lead them to the point where they can't understand your relationship, that's okay. They just haven't had those experiences. They haven't done that level of healing, and it's nothing against them. They could mean very well, but they're just not able to provide that. So there could be a changeover too. New groups of friends coming in, you forming new relationships. And as we go through these big cycles that we're going through astrologically, that's not uncommon. That's not uncommon to have people come in and people go out. And just, we're testing it. It doesn't mean they're gone forever. It doesn't mean we have to sever every connection we have, but we could, especially if it's not healthy or if we feel unsupported, right? So I would lean into anyone that you do trust about it, and then maybe just only share the more intimate details with a few trusted people right now, because I do feel like others around you have some work to do on themselves. And that's what we do. That we activate each other. We go around, we make our life decisions, and we activate people around us. We activate our family members, we activate our friends, and anything that is not healed in others will become an issue for them, right? It's like a mirror. It's like a mirror. So, oh, I wish you the best. Congratulations. And I hope that the long distance can be closed up so you can enjoy your partner, and that you're moving that direction. I wish you all the best. It's beautiful. All right. Yeah, and people get jealous and they like to watch. I'm a Cancer sun. I don't like a lot of drama, but if I'm going to watch drama, I watch it on TV. Like I don't want it in my life. I don't want it in my life. It has to be somewhere else, not in my zone. All right. Hello, Tina. It's so good to see you. Thank you all. Oh, you're Cancer too. Yeah. 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 So anybody that, Mystic Bond, anybody that's unhealed, and you're going to be able to know who that is, because you got a really strong intuition there. And maybe that world card is all about you moving through a portal into more fulfilling connections and less of the more drama and this, that, and the competition. And we're jealous and we're gossiping behind people's backs, that kind of energy. All right. See you next time. Tina. Okay, you're up. I have recently felt that someone or something is trying to wish ill upon me. Hopefully not. Whew, I feel like that protect card with those koalas might be a good energy for you to work with, koala energy. But let's get you some cards. Let's see what's up. What's going on in Tina's energy field that she might be picking up some sort of energy that may be trying to wish ill upon her. Let's see what we get here. Huh. Okay. Where do I go? We're going to go to the Shaman's Dream Oracle with this. Whew, this is interesting. Okay, I don't think anybody is like consciously hexing you or putting a curse on you or anything specific like that right now in your life. I do feel like somebody is in a stage of grief when it comes to their connection with you, where they may be angry with you about something. So you've had either this is either a person that is no longer in your life, or someone that you've struggled in a relationship with. Like maybe the relationship has been hard or like full of kind of ups and downs. There's been kind of that frenemy kind of feeling, but it could also be a family member for you. And it feels like they're in some stage of grief where they have the tendency to project anger toward you, and that's what you're picking up. Now, the remedy for this is that you keep your heart open and full with this Ace of Hearts or Ace of Cups here. This is very interesting, this open heart thing, because I feel like this has been coming up lately about keeping your heart open, keeping the actual energetics of your heart open. A lot of people get stuck because that feels very vulnerable. And they feel like, well, if I keep an open heart, that means that somebody's going to get in and break it, right? Somebody's going to get in and hurt me, right? Somebody's going to get in. But an open heart doesn't mean you don't still have boundaries with people. So you can still have your energetic shielding and your energetic boundaries with people, but have an open heart to them. But you do not have to be reduced by the energies that they may try to project on you. And it just seems like somebody is angry or frustrated and they're projecting that. That's what you're picking up. But I don't sense like I don't even think this person has the skill with magic to do any kind of like ritual or, some sort of really sophisticated kind of hex or anything like that. They don't have that skill. It's just a grief of the way something went with you. And I think when it comes to you, maybe you know this person in your life, and it would be somebody that you really feel like you have to kind of be careful around. We've got a balancing act here. This would be somebody that you do need to shield your energy at times from them. This is number 9. That's connected to the Hermit card in the tarot. And the Hermit card would say, there's times you want to go within and be more introspective. And I just love the picture here. It's like a ballerina with the ballerina leg out and down, and we've got the moth wings. So this is something that's kind of creeping in the shadows for you, Tina. I really want to commend you actually on your ability to pick that up in your energy field. And for you right now, I would say really doing whatever kind of protection techniques you like to do. It could be an energetic egg. Since it's Easter today, I'll say the eggs. The eggs can be really protective, especially if you get that little wince of a feeling of like, ooh, something's trying to get in. But keeping your heart open, because you are not responsible for the phases of grief that the other person is going through and whatever they might project, but you are responsible for your own open-hearted integrity. And I think when you're around the person, it's a bit of a balancing act. So it's not going to be someone that you just say anything to. You're kind of measuring your responses with them and maybe may have the tendency to play things a little closer where um, you're not so open and honest with they don't need to know every single detail, right, about what you got going on. Now, some of these energies I also get, before I wrap up, I also get you could have a past life connection to this person where maybe there was kind of a breakdown or something. And so the energy sometimes comes back around or kind of leaves an echo. And it kind of feels like that might be the case with whoever this is. But I do think it's somebody around you right now, somebody that's just grieving a certain aspect of their relationship with you. And very interesting, very interesting. All right, Tina, thank you for asking the question. We've got, let's see, I have some time. We got Nicole. Hello, Nicole. Welcome, welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you here. You caught the live. Good evening. Happy Easter. Glad to see. Yes, if you please hit the like button. I really appreciate the like button, y'all. So I see I have 11 likes and I appreciate you so much. You said, I love your fluid knowledge of visuals, messages, and numbers. Do I offer services smaller than an hour? Yes. So I kind of recently started I'm kind of honing in on what my offerings will be, and behind the scenes I'm establishing some course material for personal growth and soul growth, and the tarot, of course, connecting it back, and spiritual growth, right? And so my real fun offers happen on my Instagram and Facebook business page stories. And every so often, I'll put a special up. Like I did a spring special just a little while ago. It was like $20, and I send you, you send me your question or your theme, and I send you through Messenger or email your little reading, right? So those are, a little more affordable, and I will still dive into whatever you're looking for. I do have a 30-minute reading also right now that is in the description of most of my videos on my channel, but I don't think it's on the newer ones because I'm trying to kind of lean into the hour because I feel like we can go deeper during the hour just personally. But if you go to, let's see, even just I think the April monthlies still have the 30-minute link in there. So I do have a 30-minute if you don't want to wait for one of the specials, because I kind of do the specials seasonally. But stay tuned, Nicole, because I am setting up more and there's going to be more to the creators community to offer you all. But yeah, keep your eyes open. Make sure you connect with me on Instagram there, okay? Because I would love to, we're connected on Facebook already, aren't we? I think we are. And maybe Instagram too. So yeah, just keep an eye on those stories. You're giving me a good idea. Maybe we'll come up with one soon. Life is here. How'd you get that cool? And YouTube. I almost said Instagram. YouTube handle Life. Wow, I love it. Okay, Life. You said, can you please see if my ex, who is a Sagittarius, is coming back to me? You're a Gemini. Okay, I'm gonna get you a card here from the Sacred Traveler. Woo. And let's get the tarot cards here for Life. Thank you so much for connecting, Nicole. I wanted to mention again, those of you who have been on the lives before, Kimberly is usually here. She's had a family emergency. We also had Anna, who lost her aunt recently, and Annie's mom isn't doing so good. She's kind of in Alzheimer's late stage. So a lot of love and good vibes out to our creators community and those who might be struggling or having these rites of passage with their families. So please wish them the best. Okay. Yes, Life. Hello, Life. Okay. Life, I see you getting an offer of love from your Sagittarius. It seems kind of small and it seems like it might kind of sneak up out of nowhere, but there's definitely something being looked at here and something being planned when it comes to stepping forward emotionally. So, your Sagittarius may be working on getting their heart space in the right alignment in order to make this offer. I get a kind of a sense of shyness too. Like, are they embarrassed about something maybe? Or they're just scared that maybe like you'll say no, because your energy being a Gemini, this Ace of Swords, are they intimidated by you? Because you're really smart. You really know how to get to the point of things. You're very, you're very witty. I also get you're just very like you're charming and you're like warm and so you have this like attractive quality to you that maybe they feel a little bit mm, intimidated by, because I feel like for them you're kind of an unknown territory at times, and I don't know if they're just, they seem to kind of miss the boat sometimes. And the page energy, it's very promising, it's very curious. But what we would like to see from somebody who's really serious about you is they kind of develop into the Knight of Cups, where they're going to take a definite. This seems like kind of like a small, like they might kind of test the waters with you, but we want to see them come toward you, especially you in your strength here. Look at this beautiful crown here. They kind of see you as someone who has it all together, and so they might not always feel that way, so it feels like unknown territory for them. But it says here in the relationship, you're both exactly where you need to be. You have to be true to yourself. You can't dim your shininess and your sharpness and your intellect for someone else, of course. They have to be willing to grow in the demonstration of love toward you. Right now, they're definitely thinking about it, they're definitely curious about it. May take them a little time. They seem kind of shy and a little bit reluctant, maybe embarrassed, maybe intimidated. And, you know, let's see if they can step into that night, because if I was getting the night, I would feel like now they're ready. They're ready to come and give you an offer, an irresistible offer when it comes to coming back together. Okay. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Let me know how it goes. Maybe come back in a couple weeks. Let us know how that goes. All right. Thank you. Nicole is asking a message. Okay, I'm going to do Nicole and then I'm going to do Chelsea. Okay. And then we're going to call it a night. But I want to get you guys in here. So, and I did test the live out earlier, so that took a little more time. So Nicole says, can I get a short, quick, general message from my guides for the upcoming week? And you said if it isn't past 8, that's okay. We're only a few seconds past 8. So I'm going to do Nicole and Chelsea, and then we'll call it a night. Be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get all of the good notifications. I will also be live every Friday for those of you who are available, or as Stephen calls it, work and lurk, where you're listening to your ear pod, you're listening, but you're working. I'm live every Friday, 10 to about noon Central Time, and that's a collective chill hangout. I don't do personal readings during that typically, unless I feel really wild and crazy. But they are really great collective messages, and we have breakout readings for those, and we love to have people come in and chat and have a good time there. So, all right. So, whoo. Well, there's got to be for you, Nicole, something that's coming to an end this week. These are my two ending cards, the Ten of Swords and the World. All right. Something is coming to a close. I feel like it's a cycle. I feel like it's a long time coming. Something feels complete. Something feels like you're going to receive closure here. And I want to get you an animal card here from the Wild Mystic Oracle. Yeah, something's wrapping up. I think too, this is with these two cards coming up together like this, it's going to be something you feel. Okay? So you know how sometimes we're going through these cycles and the endings and the beginnings overlap. This feels more like Nicole's going to know. This is the kind of a line in the sand. It doesn't mean you won't be working with the energies on either side of it, but it feels like, okay, there's closure here. There's a definite line and something's being let go and something else is opening up. So let's see what the Wild Mystic gives you. Ooh, I love it. Leo energy, courage. You're being asked to step into this new cycle with a boldness, with that, the beautiful, healthy energies of Leo. It's all heart energy. The heart is coming up for some of you tonight very strongly. The open heart, the courageous heart, the brave heart, the lion heart, right? And just moving into your new cycle with power and confidence and courage, loving this energy. Maybe get your hair done, do what, do something fun. Leo's always, even bald Leos, you guys got to know, even the bald Leos out there in the world have good hair. I don't know what it is about Leos, whether they have a lot of hair or none at all. They have good hair. It's wild. They just have this energy that comes off of the crown. And so I love this because this is a really bold, confident move forward here. And so, yes, the energies are aligned for that. Mars just moved into Leo too in the last couple days. It was in Cancer. Didn't really like being in Cancer so much because it wanted to go. And so this is your indicator that this week something's going to be like a line in the sand. You're going to see the difference between the end and the beginning, and you get to move forward with confidence and with a big loving heart. All right, beautiful, beautiful energy. Chelsea Daly, hello. Thank you for being a new subscriber and like number 13, lucky 13. And you say, will my upcoming job be a work from home job I like? Amen on that one too. Oh my goodness. I hear you, Chelsea. Will my upcoming job be a work from home job I like? Okay. Chelsea's job. Boy, you all tonight. Whoa. Okay, we got it. We got it, Chelsea. Cars just went. Your energies are big and bold too here. All right, and we're going to go with the Shaman's Dream Oracle for you here in the middle. So the very first card up for you, Chelsea, is the number 20 card, the Feast of Plenty, Choices and Their Consequences. And it's wild because I think that, I don't know if you had the choice between two things, or maybe the choice was a remote kind of job versus like a going into the office. But I really love that the Feast of Plenty comes in. That tells me that you're going to get the abundance you're looking for here in this job, which is good. Also, you got another auspicious card, the Magician. I feel what you have actually manifested in this working from home job. This person is at home with their 9 cups and they're feeling emotionally fulfilled. Okay, they're feeling emotionally fulfilled with the choice, with the decision, with the acceptance of the job. There's this little bee here that I want to point out on one side with one sword and a crystal on another. I think that this work from home job is going to have you feeling productive. It seems to me like you'll be able to produce the results you need and also feel more productive in your own life. So if maybe you've been drained by like a job before where you've had to go into an office, or you have like these long hours outside the home, now you're going to feel like, okay, now I can get some of my own personal productivity back because I am stabilized here at home. This is more clear for me. It's more of a match for me. And, I feel like when we hear consequences, sometimes we think, ooh, consequences, that's bad. But I think we have some good consequences here coming up for you as a result of what you've been manifesting. And you've really had your eye set on feeling emotionally fulfilled with what you're doing at your work from home job. So honestly, it's looking on the up and up for you, and I think you're going to like it. I think you're going to like it. I think it's going to stabilize your energies. It's going to stabilize your emotions. Being a 9, I don't think it's the end all be all, but it's a really good sign that the 9 of cups going into the 10 of cups is kind of like, oh wow, this is it. So I'm kind of getting the sense that there may be some sort of promotional opportunity within this position as well that will carry you then naturally into that 10 of cups. So it's looking like you did a really nice job, or you are doing a nice job of calling this in and manifesting it for yourself. So it's looking good there too. All right, you need comfort. Me too. I'm a Taurus moon. Anybody else got Taurus in their chart? Woo, comfort. We like comfort, and it's nice to be able to work in an environment where you're comfortable, where, you can have your candle burning and no one cares. I used to work in the corporate world in those little cubicles, and, I like essential oils. I like to burn Palo Santo, but I couldn't do that in the office. Everybody would be up in arms about it. It's nice to have your cozy environment, and you're actually more productive. You actually can bring your best production when you're in an environment that makes you comfortable. So I wish that for you, Chelsea. I want to welcome and thank everybody who's new. I will be back here again in 2 weeks. All right. And what day is that? What's 2 weeks from now? Is it May the 4th? No, May the 3rd. So 2 Sundays from now. And we'll be live again. So if you want to come on and ask another question, I really appreciate everyone. If you feel called to tip or donate, I put the links in the top of the chat. They're also in the description. Other ways of connecting with me are also in the description. Also, don't forget Frequency Friday coming up this week. And I'm getting ready to record the May monthly predictions for each sign. So those will be coming out too. Can you believe it? I just finished April and it's already time for May. Thank you all so much. Sending so much love to you all. Have a great night. Talk to you later.